In this video, I'll explain one of the most common challenges in Amazon KDP, which is how to get reviews for your book. Reviews are crucial because they serve as social proof. When potential readers see that a book has multiple positive reviews, they're far more likely to purchase it. In fact, a book with 100 reviews is much easier to sell than one with none. But here's the big question: how do you get reviews when you don't have sales yet? I'll introduce a key concept called ARC, which stands for Advanced Review Copy. The idea is simple. You provide a free copy of your book to someone and ask them to consider leaving a review on Amazon. It's important to note that this approach is allowed as long as you don't offer incentives like money or demand a mandatory review. Reviews must be optional and genuinely voluntary. When you give people something valuable for free, they often feel inclined to reciprocate by leaving a review, especially if they genuinely enjoyed the book. If you already have an audience, like an email list or social media following, you're in luck. You can directly ask your audience if they'd like a free copy of your book and request that they consider leaving a review. This method is simple, effective, and likely to generate several reviews quickly. But what if you don't have an audience yet? What if this is your very first book? I have a solution for that too. Let's talk about services like Pubbie, Get Books Reviewed, and BookBite. These platforms are essentially membership sites for authors. Here's how they work. You sign up, review other authors' books, and earn points. You can then use those points to request reviews for your own book. It's a time-efficient and straightforward way to gather reviews, even if you're starting from scratch and don't have an established audience. My advice is practical and focuses on building credibility through honest and ethical means. Reviews not only help boost your book's visibility, but also improve its chances of converting potential readers into buyers. Whether you're an experienced author or just getting started, these strategies provide a clear roadmap to garnering those essential reviews. When it comes to getting reviews for a book, there's a straightforward method I rely on that works for all types of authors, whether you're just starting out or already established. The process involves reviewing other authors' books through specific platforms, such as Pubbie, Get Books Reviewed, or BookBite, to earn points. You can then use those points to request reviews for your own book. It's a simple system where you give feedback and, in return, benefit from others reviewing your work. This cycle is easy to repeat and incredibly efficient, making it one of the quickest ways to get reviews for your book. You might wonder if this system violates Amazon's guidelines by enabling review swapping, which would involve a direct exchange where a person reviews another person's book and vice versa. That kind of direct swapping isn't allowed by Amazon and could lead to penalties. However, these platforms have safeguards in place to prevent that. If you're concerned about privacy or potential connections to your Amazon KDP account, there's another layer of reassurance. You can use a completely separate Amazon account, one that's not tied to your KDP account, to participate on these platforms. Since Amazon KDP accounts are distinct from regular Amazon customer accounts, this keeps your activity compartmentalized and avoids any risks. In fact, some authors even manage multiple customer accounts to maximize the points they earn on these sites. While you can only have one KDP account, using different customer accounts for this purpose is entirely legitimate. Personally, I use these services alongside other strategies to gather reviews. While I have an email list and a brand to tap into, these platforms are a fantastic supplemental tool. They're especially helpful if you're just starting out and don't yet have an audience of your own. That said, as you grow, it's crucial to build an email list and establish an audience outside of these platforms. Relying solely on them isn't sustainable in the long run, but as a starting point, they're an excellent resource. Now, if you're wondering which of these platforms is the best, they're all quite similar in what they offer. However, I've noticed that BookBite currently has a unique feature that sets it apart. While you could use all three platforms, the membership fees might add up, so you'll want to choose based on what works best for your needs and budget. Ultimately, though, this approach is effective for any kind of book, whether it's low content, medium content, coloring books, fiction, nonfiction, or even children's books. It's versatile, straightforward, and a great way to get those much-needed reviews when you're starting out. When it comes to getting reviews for audiobooks, BookBite stands out because it's currently the only platform that allows you to upload promotional codes for your audiobook. Readers can redeem these codes, listen to your audiobook, and leave a review. This is a game changer for anyone with their audiobook on ACX or Audible. Before this, getting reviews for audiobooks was incredibly challenging, but now it's so much easier. Another standout feature which both BookBite and Pubbie offer is the ability to take advantage of Amazon's 5-day free promotion. You can set your book to be free for download during this time and request verified reviews. Verified reviews are reviews from readers who downloaded your book directly from Amazon, making them more valuable and credible than non-verified ones. Both types of reviews are important, but verified reviews carry more weight and can significantly boost your book's reputation. BookBite, being the newest of the three platforms, does have fewer members, so it might take a bit longer to collect reviews for your book. However, all three services, BookBite, Pubbie, and Get Books Reviewed, offer free trials. This means you can sign up, try them out, and even gather a few reviews during the trial period before deciding which platform works best for your needs. When it comes to pricing, BookBite has different tiers depending on your needs. There's an option for audiobooks only, one for books only, and a combined option for both books and audiobooks. If you only publish books without audiobooks, you'd naturally choose the book-only plan. But if you have an audiobook available on ACX, the combined plan would be your best bet. Pubbie, on the other hand, has a larger database of members, making it a strong option as well. Meanwhile, Get Books Reviewed is the most affordable. It's still a great option if you're only publishing low-content books and don't prioritize verified reviews. I personally used all three platforms depending on what I need. Each has its strengths, and choosing the right one comes down to your specific publishing goals. Whether you're focused on audiobooks, verified reviews, or simply getting started with low-content books, there's an option for everyone. To make the most of these tools, it's really important to plan ahead. The best time to sign up is before your book is even published. That way, you can start earning points by reviewing other authors' books, giving you a stockpile to use when your book launches. If you wait until after your book is out, you'll find yourself delayed, as you'll need time to gather points before requesting reviews. By starting early, you ensure that once your book goes live, you're ready to hit the ground running and quickly secure those vital reviews to boost your book's visibility. When it comes to how many reviews you should aim for, it depends on how many points you have. If you have a lot, you can get as many reviews as your points allow. However, I usually recommend starting with around 25 reviews per book. That's a solid foundation for launching and marketing your book. If the book does well and starts to sell consistently, it's always worth going back and gathering more reviews to keep up the momentum. Of course, a common concern is how to ensure the reviews you receive are positive. The truth is, there's no surefire way to guarantee glowing reviews. The best way to achieve that is by publishing a high-quality book that resonates with readers. That responsibility lies with you as the author. That said, my experience with these platforms has been overwhelmingly positive. Most reviewers are part of a supportive community, and the majority of reviews tend to fall in the 4 or 5-star range. So while there's no guarantee, you're likely to receive favorable feedback as long as your book meets readers' expectations. Another question I hear often is whether you need a US-based Amazon account to use these services. The good news is, you don't. That said, it's always a good idea to confirm with the support teams for platforms like Pubbie, BookBite, or Get Books Reviewed, just to make sure your specific Amazon account will work. In most cases, though, it's not a problem as long as your account is set up to leave reviews. In the end, this approach offers one of the simplest and most effective ways to gather reviews for your book, solving what's often one of the biggest challenges for authors. Once you integrate this system into your strategy, you'll see how easy it can be to get reviews and increase your book's exposure, which can ultimately lead to better sales and more success as an author. That said, this is just one method among many. If you're interested in learning more ways to get reviews or want to take your publishing efforts to the next level, check out my channel. That's why I create these free videos, to provide valuable insights you can act on immediately. Well, that sums it up, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope this helps you take your next steps with confidence. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.